Good morning, everyone. This is Teacher Joanna and I will be your teacher in mathematics. Now, before we start our lesson, let us first have this drill. Are you ready? Okay, so everyone, let us have 18 divided by 3, 21 divided by 3, 24 divided by 3, 27 divided by 3, and 30 divided by 3. 18 divided by 3 equals 6. 21 divided by 3 equals 7. 24 divided by 3 equals 8. 27 divided by 3 equals 9. And 30 divided by 3 equals 10. Everyone, all together, 18 divided by 3 equals 6. 21 divided by 3 equals 7. 24 divided by 3 equals 8. 27 divided by 3 equals 9. And 30 divided by 3 equals 10. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a sign, and then you're going to tell me what operation are we going to use when we see this sign. Okay, so the sign is, okay, so that's the sign. What do we call that sign? Okay, so that is a minus sign. Now, if we are, if you see a minus sign, then what operation are we using? Okay, subtraction. Okay, remember that if you see a minus sign, that is subtraction, meaning we are going to subtract. Okay, today we are going to talk about subtracting similar fractions. Now, do you still remember what is similar fraction? Okay, similar fractions are the fractions with the same denominator. Okay, two fractions with the same denominator. Now, we are going to talk about subtracting similar fractions. Okay, so are you ready to listen? Okay, so if you are ready to listen, then sit up straight, eyes on me and ears on me so that you can fully understand the lesson. Now, let's talk about subtracting similar fractions. Again, similar fractions are fractions with the same denominator. So what is denominator? The number below. Okay? So, I'm going to tell you the steps in subtracting similar fraction. Okay, so let's talk about the steps in subtracting similar fractions. First, okay, so the first thing that you should do is check if the denominators are the same. In every fraction, adding, subtracting, you should always check if the denominators are the same. Okay, see to it that the denominators are the same. Do you understand? And then, once you check if the denominators are the same, you can proceed to subtracting the numerator. Okay, if the denominators are the same, then you can now subtract the numerator. Okay, and then you're just going to copy the denominator. Okay, and remember, always remember that if you are if it is a fraction, you have to convert it to lowest term if it is possible. Do you understand? Again, the steps in subtracting similar fractions are: first, you have to check if the denominators are the same. Next, you're going, if it is the same, then the next thing that you should do is subtract the numerator. And then, next is, you're just going to copy the denominator. And remember that if the fraction can be converted to lowest term, then you have to lowest term it. Okay, convert to lowest term if it is possible. Now, if for you to fully understand the lesson, I'm going to show you a video. So in this video, you are going to learn how to subtract fraction or subtract fraction. Okay? Okay, so here is the video.
Fraction, subtraction. First, we learned to add fractions. So now, we learn to subtract them.
Okay, so we're going to subtract fractions today.
Fractions, you'll have no problem.
Listen
with
carefully,
subtraction.
okay?
This represents 5/6. I have to subtract 4/6. If I take 4/6 away from 5/6, here's what's left. 1 part out of 6.
Okay.
1/6. And without the diagrams, you can see the denominators in our problem are the same. We keep the same denominator in our answer, and we only use subtraction for
Okay, so we are going to minus the numerator. 5 minus 4 equals 1. And then you're just going to copy the denominator because it is a similar fraction.
The denominator stays.
Okay. And then we're going to minus 5 and 2. 5 minus 2, the answer is 3. So the final answer is 3/8. Okay.
What about this one? The denominator stays.
Yes.
And with the numerator.
And then we're going to minus 8 minus 2. The answer is 6.
6/9.
6/9.
Notice anything? 6 and 9 are both in the 3 times table.
Yes.
So
we can convert it to lowest term by dividing it to 3. So the final answer is 2/3.
What about when you get fractions with different denominators, like this pair? Well, subtraction is easy when you have a common denominator.
Yes.
So we make one.
We make the denominators the same.
Denominator is 10.
Okay.
Put that in the answer now. We multiply 5 by 2 to get 10, so we multiply the numerator by 2. And that gives us 6/10.
And then we're going to minus 9 and 6.
9 minus 6 is 3.
3. So the final answer is 3/10.
Last example, then it's over to you.
Okay.
3/4 minus 1/6. Remember, always
Check the denominators first. The denominators must be the same.
4 is not a factor of 6, so both denominators are going to change.
Yes.
Think about multiples of 4.
That can be divided to 6 as well.
12 is in both sets of multiples, so 12 is the lowest common denominator.
Okay.
Put it in the answer now. We multiply 4 by 3 to get 12, so we do the same to the numerator. 3 times 3 is 9. And for 1/6, we multiply 6 by 2 to get 12, so we do the same up top. 2 over 12. And now we work with the numerators. 9 minus 2, that's 7 over 12. We can't reduce this fraction, so we're all done. Let's summarize fraction subtraction. First, you need a common denominator.
Yes.
So make equivalent fractions.
Again, you need to have a common denominator. And then put the common denominator in answer. And then subtract the numerator.
Last of all,
And reduce it to lowest term if possible.
And that's it for this video. If it helped you, please help me too by clicking like.
Okay, so that is how you subtract similar fractions. Again, first you have to check if the denominators are the same because the denominators must be the same. And then if it is the same already, then you're going to subtract the numerator and then you're just going to copy the denominator, and if the fraction can be reduced to lowest term, then reduce it to lowest term. Do you understand? Okay, so what I have here a question. What are the steps in subtracting similar fractions? Everyone, what are the steps? First, we have to check if the denominators are the same. And if it is the same, then we are going to subtract the numerator. And then we're just going to copy the denominator. And then always remember that if the fractions can be reduced to lowest term, then we have to reduce it to lowest term. Do you understand? Okay, so what did you learn today? Today we have learned about subtracting similar fractions. Now in subtracting similar fractions, we have to check first if the denominators are the same, and then if we are done checking and the denominators are the same, then we can subtract now the numerator, and then once we subtracted the numerator already, we're just going to copy the denominator, and if the fraction can be reduced to lowest term, then we have to reduce it to lowest term. Now if you really did understand the lesson, let us proceed to your practice exercise wherein you're going to answer focus page 260. And here is your evaluation. You're going to answer take a leap, letter A, page 261. Now don't forget to answer your practice exercise and your evaluation because I'm going to check it. And here is your assignment wherein you're going to answer make meaning, page 262. Now don't forget to answer your assignment because I'm going to check it. Now, thank you for listening. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.